recently gave a court a short talk here about the myth of cybersecurity and the reality. So, in answer to your question, the general mistakes that people make, part of it is to do with the administration of IT departments, who is responsible for what, for keeping the email addresses of the contact peoples up to date, licenses, keeping track of your certificates, making sure that your systems are patched so that the hackers can't use known vulnerabilities in software to get into your systems. Okay, so the things that you need to do to make sure that you protect the value of your company, or the value of the assets that you've been tasked to look after, is making sure that your systems are patched, making sure that you have disaster recovery, making sure that your backups work, making sure that you restore work, because the restores sometimes do not work, making sure that your backup systems are on up-to-date media, so there's no point in putting stuff on 3.5-inch floppy or CDs anymore. It has to be tape off-site or maybe into the cloud. So in general, the companies that supply software and hardware to protect the companies and your assets and the stuff you're trying to protect, your customer data, often paint a very different picture than the reality. They say it's fine, no problems if you use this software, this hardware, you won't have any problems. This is not reality. Most of the recent breaches for losing people's data, credit cards, your social security numbers in the States, or your work insurance numbers in Switzerland, were very well protected. The hackers actually exploited software problems, which is bad programming, bad testing, and bad environments where the customers were not given the right information to protect their systems. So the difference between the myth and the reality is basically up to us as IT engineers protecting our systems and our data, for our customer data. We're not hard enough on the suppliers. They tell us that it's going to be very wonderful. We find out that it's not. Every patch that they give us means that they've made a problem. They've had a problem with the software. My feeling is that we need to start asking serious questions to them about how they develop their software, what sort of methodology they follow, how they do their regression testing, how they do their testing, whether they have a decent lab to duplicate pretty much all the environments that we have, all the different environments, because we're just running around, we're fixing things all the time. We're patching, we're fixing, we're updating, we're going to the next version, and accepting more problems and more errors from our suppliers. And I think we need to be harder on our suppliers. We need to go back and say, this is not good enough. You're not supplying me with software or hardware where I can sleep at night.